contestants will have 20 minutes to explore, scavenge items, craft weapons, build traps, hunt and kill each other.
The Culling is a very unique game. Right off the bat, you end up having this type of Smash TV, almost Hunger Games type of feel. Not just because of the crazy announcer that you heard earlier, but you literally have 20 minutes to find weapons, craft them, and kill all of your enemies off. And it can be either the longest or quickest 20 minutes of your gaming life. You literally have one life to live, and then it's game over. You have to leave and find a new server, or you can hang around in spectator mode and see some of the carnage that ends up unfolding in front of you. One of the great things I like about this game is that it puts a degree of difficulty on there that you don't really have with other types of games. I mean, it definitely changes the way of your playstyle type because you literally have one life to live. You have to not only scavenge the map and go around and find and craft items, but you also have to collect this in-game currency called funk. And with the funk, you can end up opening chests to find other weapons, or if you get 100 funk, you can call in an airdrop like I'm doing right now. Another feature that I thought this game separated it from its other first-person brethren is that when you take a look at the scoreboard to find out what's going on and who's left in the carnage, all you literally have to do is look up at the eastern sky and the scoreboard is there. I thought this was a fantastic feature, and it just added more to that brutal one-on-one or two-on against the world type of vibe feel. Now when you end up getting these types of airdrops, you can get them with the loadouts that you select in your main menu at the start of the game or in your menu option. You can get them with machetes, ninja swords, sledgehammers, explosives. It all depends on what you've already unlocked depending on how far you've gotten in the game. After you survive, or if you die in a round, you get an unlockable perk, whether it be a particular weapon or clothing. They somehow reward you in some type of fashion. And I thought that this was also a great feature because it gives folks the replayability to come back because the game is brutally hard. I mean, you got one life to live, so you got to make the best of it. And when I was playing, I died a lot at the beginning stages. I mean, it took me a second to figure out what I was doing to get on and how to craft and how to do certain things. But I ended up getting lucky because I started playing Team Deathmatch and I got paired up with a guy and he showed me all of the in and outs of the game. One of the best things about this game, not just because of the gameplay, but I gotta say that the community is so friendly, and especially when you play Team Deathmatch or whatever like I'm playing here, you end up getting people that just want to help you. I mean, not just because it takes both of you guys to win the game, but I got a lot of helpful tips from some guys in the community that most people generally wouldn't give you even if they're playing co-op with you. But even if you do end up playing either the standalone solo survival or if you do the actual co-op mode base, you still have one life to live, like you saw there. Once you die, it's totally over. And what I also liked about this game is that you can hunt and stalk your prey. Like, you never really experienced that in any other type of game that I could remember, especially when it's multiplayer based like this. Also, for you people out there that are the campers, you know who I'm talking about. Don't just think and sit that you're going to be able to sit around and camp and wait for a guy to come around. Because the levels change. The map changes about every 10 minutes. Once the counter hits the 10 minutes, the map starts getting smaller and smaller and smaller. And then once you hit about that crunch time 2-minute marker, you guys are literally face to face with your enemies and it's time to duke it out. And it's whoever's the last person standing at that point. I've had so much fun playing this game. I can't seem to put it down. I'm very excited to see what other additional features it has. This game is still currently in early access, so there's definitely going to be a lot more that's going to be put in here. But for it being an early access game, I haven't really been able to put it down. It's been quite addicting, and I've enjoyed every minute of the carnage. One of my favorite parts is the announcer. Like, you hear the announcer there going off, and it literally reminds me of the Smash TV announcer. It's just so kooky and crazy. Some of you guys might say, hey, this is like the Hunger Games, this is like the Running Man, this is like Smash TV. It has all of those elements, and I think that's what makes this game so much fun. And I also think that the game the way that it's presented and the way that the gameplay is something totally fresh and innovative for the first-person genre. I think it's absolutely fantastic. I've had so much fun playing this game. I can't say enough how much fun I've been having with this game. I think it's absolutely fantastic. Couple of things that I'd like to see, which I think are a drag, but I'm sure they'll be addressed as far as when development keeps moving forward, is that there is a lot of downtime in between games when you're trying to search. You could probably be waiting up to 2 to 3 minutes. I'm sure they'll probably patch that so you can get on servers and games quicker, because the game literally is brand new, so you got to give these folks some time to tweak it out. But they've been on point making updates, so they've been pretty good about keeping things up to date, which I think is fantastic. You want that kind of support, and especially in a game like this. I also would like to see, I guess it's kind of like a gambling feature almost. What I like to see is that since you have your funk, right, and you end up dying, it's not like you can use the funk in another game. So what I'd like to see is that if you end up being a spectator, why not use the remaining funk that you had upon your death and gamble with other players to see who's going to be the man, who's going to actually survive of who's left on the actual roster. Not only that, but if you have enough funk, why not allow it where the spectators can call in airdrops to say, like, you know, support their guy along, so to speak, where, again, you're going to reference that Hunger Games type of scenario. But yeah, I think that kind of element would be fantastic, and who knows, maybe they are working on something like that. But if you guys over there at the Culling camp, if you haven't thought of that, it's okay. I'll let you use my idea, because I think it's going to be totally brilliant thing to do. I think it would be fantastic, and it would add another element to the game to keep, you know, people into spectating mode to see what's going on. Sometimes a lot of people don't like that, but I personally caught myself catching a lot of the kills in spectator mode just because I wanted to see what was going to happen, how it was going to roll out, especially if I was down, you know, within that, you know, 4 to 5 players left kind of deal. Overall, I'd say the game is fantastic. I had a really great time. This game does not disappoint. It does have its issues, but like I said, it's still an early access game, so all of those will definitely be addressed before the game's full release. I highly recommend that you guys check it out. Be sure to check out The Culling on Steam and give it a whirl. It's a very cheap game. It'll take not much time for you to get the hang of it and get the gist of it, and then you guys better watch out, because if you guys see Cujo coming at you, you know I'm out for blood. Don't forget, like I like to say, PTFO or GTFO, guys. I'm out.